Okay, in the last video you've seen this motor running, and it runs pretty damn good. So I think right now I'm going to start pulling a bunch of these accessories off this motor, the pulleys, the brackets, the carb, start getting this stuff pulled off here. I'm going to bag it and tag it, and I'll keep moving on from there. I'm going to get this taken off. It's a solenoid. I'm not even sure if it's any good or not. Taking the solenoid off. It's just 2 screws that hold it to the firewall. It comes off. You've got your positive wires. You got 2 other wires that go to these terminals, and your negative goes to that, goes to the back, or to the engine anyway. And that's how you remove that. Okay. For the alternator to come off, there's wires attached to the back of it, which I unplugged them right here. But it's got a ground wire attached to the bottom of the block. That's also where the negative battery wire goes to. So I've got to remove that ground wire. So I put the car up in the air a little bit because I don't feel like crawling underneath it. Whew. The bolt seems a little long. Ground wire, not the greatest ground wire anyhow, you can see, but there's the bolt. So now I can remove that alternator. Okay, like I say, I don't know Ford, so I'm learning as I go. I have no idea why they need a 1/2 inch, a 9/16, and a 5/8, 3 different size bolts to hold this alternator and the brackets on. To me, I think all 9/16 would have been just fine. But engineers, one thing to remember when taking these apart, liquid wrench is your friend, or PB Blaster, or even WD-40, because it can make your life a whole lot easier just by soaking down some threads in the front and the backs. Okay, the bottom bolt down here actually snapped off. So that's not good. That means now I got a bolt stuck in that alternator, which really doesn't matter because the alternator would have been replaced anyway. I just hope the rest of them aren't like that. Okay, that one's simple. Simple, easy. That one's not. Dang, man. I think I might have some broken bolts here. These do not want to come out. So we can't work it a little bit. We're going to put some more liquid wrench on that. Last thing I want to do is break a bolt off in the engine. One bracket off. And I think I'm going to have a lot of broken bolts in this motor. That one appears to just go in the water pump. So if it breaks off in the water pump, it's no big loss, because the water pump's going to be replaced also. Alright. I'm going to do what I didn't want to do. Air. Ta-da! It's out. Well, either this bolt's going to come out or we're going to break it. Wow, that's in there. Let's see if I can't get some heat on that. It's really in there, ain't it? That bit ain't good. Kind of doubt it. We're going to try to take this power steering pump loose. try the 1/2 inch and see what the 1/2 inch does. I think that's ready to fall out. I just want to move this out of my way, but I'm going to take this bracket off if I can. Damn, another long ass bolt. Man, Ford loves these long bolts, that's for sure. Okay, what I'm going to try to do is remove these bolts from the exhaust on this side and over here on this side. I'm actually going to try to get this exhaust down. I got everything liquid wrenched. And you can see it all just dripping off. It's been on here for about a day now. So I'm going to see how much of this exhaust I can pull off and save. If not, I'll just cut it off and pitch it. But it sounds pretty good with it on there. So, and I don't see no holes. It looks pretty solid. So if I can save it, that'll save me money. Let's see if I can get this stuff ripped out of here. Okay, I was able to get those off without breaking the studs. Got the nuts right off. I cut all my muffler clamps off, so there's no muffler clamps holding this at all. I'm pretty sure that I should be able to pull this away and just pull this right out of here. Let's see if it'll come down in one piece. Sides are down. What are we hooked on? And just like that, the whole exhaust in one piece. Okay, next I'm going to take this starter off. This starter is really easy because I put it on there even, so. You got a 10 millimeter up here for your positive, and you got 2 1/2 inches, one there and one there, and the starter will pull right out of the way. So I'm gonna pull that down real quick. Okay, I gotta figure out how to get the flywheel cover off. It looks like it's got a separate access panel here that these screws are pretty lubed up, so they'll probably come right out. This other one looks like it may go in between everything. But first I'll get these two out and see what that does. Okay, I was able to remove that plate, and I found 4 nuts, and I'm hoping that's all there was. I hope those are torque converter bolts that you can just push back. It doesn't look like it's that easy to get that out of there. I would have lined it up, but we'll see, won't we? Now I'm going to remove the motor mount bolts. They don't look too god awful up there. They should just come out. I'm going to pull those, and I'm not sure where I'm going from there. Probably bell housing bolts. Yeah, probably bell housing bolts. So let me go ahead and get these motor mount bolts moved. Okay, this is where I'm at right now. I have what I believe all the flywheel bolts out. There were 4 nuts. I've never done one, so I'm hoping that's all that's holding that, but I just don't see how those are going to pull out of there. All the bell housing bolts are out, or 6 of them. Plug wires, distributor cap, let's take this off too, are all out. Plug wire's been removed, distributor cap's been removed. All the hoses are disconnected. All the electrical connections are disconnected. Motor mounts are out, the bolts. Those are out. I'm thinking this motor's ready to pull out of here. The one thing that almost got me was the transmission dipstick, which is bolted to the back of the block, but I found that before I tried to attempt anything. This is going to be it for today. This will have to wait to be pulled out another day, only because my engine hoist is up in another one of my buildings and it's pouring rain, and I don't feel like trying to drag that across the driveway in the pouring rain right now. So hopefully in the morning it's not raining and I can bring that over here and pull this motor out. But yeah, I think everything's off and it's ready to come out of here. Progress. Okay, I'm out here kind of early in the morning. My plan is to get this transmission and motor pulled. I have the motor just kind of braced because I don't know what's going to happen when I take that transmission out. Because the first thing I'm going to do is take the tranny out. So I'm going to start on bolting all that and getting the drive shaft out and that. So let's get started. All right, I'm looking at this. The linkage, but as you can see, its bushings must be shut. Speedometer cable. I don't think there's anything else on the side. I've got the transmission lines. Since they're unhooked up front, I'll get these pulled loose and this whole thing should just slide back. Transmission line should slide back. 2 bolts holding the bottom of the tranny. Looks like 2 bolts, one on each side, holding the cross member, if that's what you want to call it. Looks like I've got U-bolts. This looks like 4 nuts back here. And as I say, everything's pretty greasy under here and oily, so everything should come apart pretty easily. So let me start getting this stuff pulled loose and go from there. Okay, it appears I have everything unhooked. I've got the back of the transmission bag just in case. I did cut the transmission lines. 1, I couldn't reach up there to get to them. And 2, the front by the radiator, they already had them cut. So they were going to have to be replaced anyway. I'm pretty sure everything's unhooked. I think, yep, them bolts are out of the torque converter. So that shouldn't hurt anything. It's already pulled away a little bit. So this should come straight down. Yes, I don't have safety chains on this transmission. It seems to be pretty well balanced. If it starts getting a little woppy jaw, I'll throw some chains on it, but I don't see any reason for chains. So let's see if this will come down. Oh, look at that, I still got a bolt up there holding this plate. See if that makes a difference. There we go. Transmission's out. Oh, those chains I put up there are holding it, so yay, yay, yay. Let's go find my engine puller and get this motor pulled out of here. What do you guys say? Let's take a look at this greasy transmission. Is it greasy or is it oily? Here we go. Out. Parts laying around. Let's go get that engine puller. All right, got my engine puller over here. I'm going to hook some chains up and get this support off here and see if we can't yank this bad boy out. I do have another engine puller way over there, an orange one, but I bent the leg on it. And since I bent that leg, I still haven't gone out and got a replacement piece. So using my backup, which is actually probably better than an orange one. But let's get a chain on this. All right, I got the chain on. I got some tension on it. I think everything's out of the way. Power steering lines might be a little bit of a problem, but we'll find out here in a minute. I'm going to start pulling on it. Let's see what happens. Hey, we got antifreeze. Get this power steering line off this oil filter. Check it. Let's pull that away a little bit. I got all kinds of antifreeze coming out. Make sure everything's unhooked here. Oh yeah, it's all off. Might as well go find an engine stand. Get this bolted on the engine stand. Before I mount this to the engine stand, I'm going to go ahead and pull the flywheel off and the spacer plate off. Get those out of the way, then we'll mount the engine stand. Okay, let's get this set up. I try to get that centered up. There we go. Engine on the engine stand. All right. Motor tranny out. Guess the only thing left is to clean up this mess, get these tools cleaned up, and call it a day. Well, here's what it looks like without a motor or transmission in it. See down there, frame rail's pretty bad, pretty bad. All right, like I said a minute ago, I need to get this mess cleaned up. Some of the stuff, got to get this put away, cleaned up. Motor, now you can really see it. I'm not sure what this pad's for. Somebody make in the comments there, leave something and tell me what that's for. Hey, if you enjoyed my videos, please like, share, subscribe. Later.